Hello guys, welcome back to Civil Engineering YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel for daily civil engineering videos. In today's lecture, we are going to solve one numerical problem in which we have to determine the magnitude and the position of the resultant force. So first of all, we have to find out the support reactions, and then we have to find out the location of the load acting on this beam. Now there is a load of 2 kilonewton, 3 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton, but we don't know that what is the resultant force and where this resultant force is acting. The resultant force might be acting somewhere here at a distance of x. So we have to find out this x. So to start with this, let me explain the beam. It is a cantilever beam where we have only fixed support. Let's suppose this is A. It is a fixed support where it can take the horizontal load Rx, it can take the vertical load Ry, and it can also take the moment Ma. So it is a fixed support, it can take all these three kind of forces. So now to find out the magnitude of the resultant force, so magnitude can be found out, we have just to add all the loads acting on the beam, 2, 3 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton. So this Ry will be equal to the all the loads acting on the beam, which is 2 kilonewton plus 3 kilonewton plus 4 kilonewton. So Ry comes out to be, if we add this, we got out 9 kilonewton. So it means 9 kilonewton is the support reaction here, and this Rx is equal to 0 because there is no horizontal load acting on the beam. So we find out the magnitude of the resultant force is 9 kilonewton, and now this force will act here somewhere at this point. We don't know. So this is 9 kilonewton. So this is the magnitude of the load. Now the position of the load, we have to find out this x distance. We have to find out this x distance. And how to find it? It's a very simple rule. We have to find out the equilibrium. We have to use the equilibrium equation here, that the moment due to the support reaction, it will be equal to the moment due to the applied loads. So the Mr is the moment due to the support reactions, which is this one. If I draw it with a different color, so it is this one, Ry, and moment due to the loads, due to this load, 2 kilonewton, 3 kilonewton and 4 kilonewton. So now let's start it. So we use this equilibrium equation. Now moment due to the reaction, Ry 9 kilonewton, moment is equal to the force multiplied with the moment arm. So force is 9 kilonewton here, multiply with the moment arm. Moment arm is the distance from where you want to find out the moment. So here this distance is unknown to us, x is equal to the now moment due to the loads. So 2 kilonewton is the first force multiplying with the moment arm. In this case the moment arm is known to us, which is 2 meter, plus 3 kilonewton. The moment arm is from 3 kilonewton. So 3 kilonewton is the load multiplying with the moment arm is the distance from this point 3 kilonewton up to the A point. So this is 2 plus 2, 4, and then again adding with another moment, which is 4 kilonewton, is also creating some moment, multiplying with the moment arm. Force is the load, moment arm is the total distance from this point up to A point. So 3 meter plus 2 meter plus 2 meter. So we got here 7 meter. So now 9x will be equal to the, this will be 4, this will be 12, this will be 28. So now if we simplify this, if we add this value, so 9x will be equal to the, if we add this value, so we got here 44. And now we can simply find out the x. How? We just divide this 44 divided by 9, so we get 4.88 meter. So 4.88 meter is the x value here, 4.88 meter. It means that at a distance of 4.88 meter, our resultant force will act on the beam. So this is a very simple and easy way. You just have to use the equilibrium equation of the moment due to the support reaction and the point where it is acting. So it is x, and the moment due to the applied loads, which is known to us, 2 kilonewton, 3 kilonewton, and 4 kilonewton. So we find out in this way. So in simply you will find out the x at the end, which was 4.88 meter in our case. So hope you guys understand how to determine the magnitude and the position of the resultant force. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily civil engineering videos. Thank you for watching our video.